Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Nikke Goddess of Victory. Now in my last video I did mention that I was going to be making like a top 10 video for each individual manufacturer, and yeah, I'm going to start off with the Missilis and then eventually walk all my way up to the Pilgrim, the Tetra, and the Elysian. So hopefully you guys enjoy this type of video and enjoy this content. I will hopefully try and make this video as accurate as possible, going over the top 10 best Missilis characters to go for. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, let's get right into it. So we're going to start off with number 10 for the Missilis. Now I wanted to make this list of have a lot of variety in terms of like burst 1, burst 2 characters, burst 3, and for coming in at number 10 we do have the PvP character. So it's our only PvP character, which a lot of people might not be happy that I placed on this video, but Jackal coming in at number 10 for the best Missilis character ever. Now the reason why I put Jackal on this list because of her PvP role, simply a must-have, one of the must-have characters for PvP, just because her burst regeneration is insane. Like if you have Jackal in your team, you can burst as fast as possible. Not only that, she also has the ability to share damages as well, to make sure one specific ally does not die completely. And she also has the ability to increase defense, but the defense is like, man, no one cares for. She has the ability to increase damage taken, has the ability to reduce attack, and then with her burst skill, which you don't actually want to use when you're using Jackal on PvP, which is basically except deals damage and increase defense. But like I said, you don't really use this character for too much of a kit, more for the burst regeneration and the shared damage, which makes her very good to pair with Emma. And Emma is one of the characters you use with Jackal with PvP, where you can recover HP. We have a 5%, where is it? There is a 5% chance of activating when attacked. So basically, if you plan it right, you structure your characters right, you can pair them up well, and Emma will become nearly immortal, and Jackal is just that good for PvP. So that's the only reason why I've included Jackal on this list. I wanted to include a PvP orientated character, and that is Jackal. But for PvE, yeah, you're not going to be using her at all. There's so many other good burst 1 characters that you can use for PvE. So yeah, Jackal coming in at number 10. Now coming in at number 9, actually I think I'm gonna go over here so it makes it easier. Go over to Missilis. There we go. So coming in at number 9 we have Admin. Now Admin did fall off because yeah, there is other characters that can help with reloading speed, more specifically the new character Noir, and there's a bunch of other characters that can help with reloading speed. Damage taken is reduced as well. So this character is good for PvE and PvP. You more specifically want to run Admin with characters that will benefit from the reload speed increase. So those are like your damage dealers, where you want to make sure that they're able to reload as fast as possible, more specifically Scarlet. But yeah, this is a very strong character, decreasing damage taken, which is great for PvE and PvP, increasing the reload speed, and the crit damage isn't that greatest, but hey, it is good for what it provides. So, and she is also a 20-second burst skill. Now she is a burst 2. There is not that many good burst 2 characters with a 20-second. Oh my days, does it keep switching? No, it doesn't. Get. There's not that many good burst 2 characters that have a 20-second cooldown. So Admin is going to be very useful. You're going to be running a pretty non-burst not discrepancy. If you want to run your burst without stopping, then Admin is going to be the good character to use. That makes no sense, but hopefully I explained it as good as possible. Now coming in at number 8 we have Miracle Fairy Anne Marie, or just Anne and Miracle Fairy. So this is her over here. Now I specifically only use her for PvP, but she does have a place in PvP. Sorry, I only use her for PvP, but she does have a place in PvE as well, just because she is one of the few characters that can actually resurrect characters. The only other character I believe that can do that is Rapunzel. Rapunzel is a program character, so it's going to be a lot harder to get Rapunzel. But in PvP and PvE, she is going to be quite useful. The only issue with this character is the fact that she is the main issue with this character is the fact that she's actually, yeah, the main issue is that she is a burst 2 character, but her cooldown is so long. That means you basically need to run 2 burst 2 characters to have a non-interrupting burst. So yeah, that's the only really big issue with her that stops her from being very strong in PvE content. But for PvP, the resurrecting is gonna be amazing. The increase in attack and restoring HP, decreasing HP potency. So for any characters in PvP that recovers HP, this reduces the amount of HP they recover, and you can also increase your HP potency as well. And she's also able to recover HP. So all around, very strong character. I feel like if she didn't have a 60-second burst skill, she would have been very strong for PvE as well. But yeah, that is Anne Marie, or Miracle Anne, for number 8. Now going in at number 7, we have Laplace. Laplace is very strong because she is a very strong damage dealer. You can use her in certain interception bosses to help destroy some of the missiles they shoot at you. Very strong damage dealer as well. You can expect some really big boy damage from her as well. So that's why I included her on this list. Just damage is insane, and she looks amazing with the helmet. Where is it? There we go. Looks very cool as well. That is Laplace. Now coming in at number 6, we have Maxwell. Maxwell is a character that many people don't actually use, but she does have very good damage potential. She is a burst free character. Typically when you're using Maxwell, you want to run, is it Alice? Yeah, you typically want to run Alice with her. But yeah, she does have the ability to deal quite a huge amount of damage with her burst skill. The only really big issue you find is the fact that I suppose when there's above 5 enemies included, so this one over here, so for bosses you can't really maximize this buff she gives you because you need multiple enemies. But yeah, she does have the potential to do an insane amount of damage. Look at this: attack increase, charge skill increase. Yeah, it works well with Alice in my opinion. That is Maxwell, very strong character. Coming in at number 5, we have Pepper. Now she is going to be a healer type character, and I don't actually use her that much, but I can definitely see where she's going to be useful because she is a 20-second burst 1 character, and she has the ability to increase, well, one of the rare abilities to increase the stack count of buffs by 1. Very hard to notice how beneficial this is, but it's very great. But the main use of this character is the healing she has. One particular interception boss is I forgot the name, but that boss, you need a healer. So you either have Rapunzel or you have Pepper. If you don't have Rapunzel, Pepper is going to be a great character to go ahead and use. Healing is definitely not as good as Rapunzel, but she just has amazing stuff as well from here. The healing, increase the HP potency as well when you do the last bullet, but you mainly want to manual this character to benefit more of this HP potency. But yeah, very good character. I don't use her that much, even though she is at number 5. I rarely actually use her, but I feel like if you guys need a burst 1 healer, definitely a good replacement for Rapunzel. So that is Pepper. Now coming in at number 4, we have a character that I do not actually have, but I am working my way to get in, and that is Guilty. Now many people might be annoyed that I placed Guilty at number 4. Many people would have said like number 3 or something, but Guilty is extremely strong. Like, she is a character that I feel like will be future proof in the long run, simply because she works based on her, well, your highest damage dealer. So she would be a character that will probably remain meta for a very long time, because she basically, let me show you, where is it, activates when landing, nope, activates when landing, no. Oh yeah, she basically borrows, so duplicates, sorry, 8.81% of attack of ally with the highest attack. So as long as you're building your main damage dealer as high as possible, you get in that new strong damage dealer, your Guilty over here will remain to be a strong character in the future, and she's just amazing for a shotgun character as well. Simply fantastic. If you guys are missing a strong burst 2 20-second character with great damage, Guilty is the one to go to. I feel like some of the burst 2 characters we have in the game now, what makes or break a team is dependent on the burst 2 character mainly, because if you have a burst 2 character with a long cooldown, it can disrupt your burst potential, or the amount of burst damage you can do overall. So with Guilty being a 20-second and does huge amount of damage, she is definitely one of the go-to burst 2 characters to have. If I was to make a separate tier list for like burst 2, Guilty would definitely be very up there, but because Missilis has some of the strongest character, I had to put her at number 4. But many people are going to be annoyed that I put the next character, which is at number 3, which I put Drake. Many people are going to be annoyed that I put Drake over Guilty, but Drake just is one of the best free characters you would always include in your team because of the increase in attack. So recently, actually, with the Tetra character Noir, technically Drake went down in terms of the best free character you want to use as just like a increase or like a buffing character. So Drake definitely went down a bit with the release of Noir, but if you don't want to summon for Noir, Drake will be a great character. Fortunately, a 40-second burst free character, but mainly when you're running a team comp, you're running multiple burst free characters, so it doesn't really matter that Drake is a 40-second cooldown. Just, you know, move. Well, Drake is not meant to be your main damage dealer, it's just meant to support your main damage dealer. So adding characters like your Scarlet, your Ran, your Moderna, Drake over here is just going to be beneficial as well. Increases max ammo capacity as well, which is great for your damage dealers as well. Increase in attack, very, very strong, and one of the best shotgun characters in the game. Guilty, Drake, Sugar, 3 of the best, well, Pepper as well, but 3 of the best burst shotgun characters in the game. So that is Drake, very, very strong character. And then coming in at number 2, no surprising, it is Senti. Now unfortunately, I do feel like, okay, if you guys have your Noir and Blanc together and you're running them in a team, they are going to be better, or Blanc is going to be better than Senti. However, because Senti is a character that you don't need to run any specific team around, because you really just want to prioritize getting the shield. Now, shielding, the way the shield works in this game is insane. You don't even have to level up the skill. Unfortunately, I made a mistake by leveling this up. You don't need to. You just want to focus on like increasing the cooldown of the second skill, or well, reducing the cooldown of the second skill, so you can proc the shield as fast as possible, or as more as possible. So basically Senti is just used for that shield. She doesn't provide anything else besides the shield, so I feel like in the future there might be other burst 2 characters that come out that could replace her. We already have Blanc. If you use Blanc and Noir together, you don't need a Senti, honestly, because Blanc provides you with more stuff than just the shield that she has. So I said Blanc or Noir? I said Blanc in particular. Anyways, that is number 2, Senti. Now number 1 is one of the best characters in the game, if not the best character, Litter. You can't basically replace Litter. Litter is just insane. Litter basically has increased attack, look at that, 56%, cover regeneration, reduced burst cooldown, and basically increased max ammo capacity, crit rate, attack. Broken. I don't want to spend too long on Litter because everyone knows how broken Litter is. So yeah, tell me down in the comment section whether you agree or disagree with my list. I feel like many people are going to be annoyed that I put Guilty, well, I put Drake before Guilty, but yeah, I do think Drake is probably going to be a better burst free character to use. With burst 2s, you're either going to be running a Senti now, a Blanc, Noir together, but yes, Guilty is very, very strong. Drake is very, very strong. Guilty is one of the most future-proof characters, one of the future-proof characters in this game, because as long as you have a strong damage dealer, you guys are good. Yeah, tell me if you disagree or agree down in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content on Nikke Goddess of Victory. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.